Good morning, students. Today we will learn accounting for goods and service tax, that is GST. You all know the concept of GST because this is a modern concept. GST means goods and service tax. It is an indirect tax levied at a prescribed rate on every supply of goods and services except on petroleum and alcohol for human consumption. हा इनडायरेक्ट टॅक्स आहे आणि त्याचा रेट फिक्स असतो. तो सप्लाय गुड्स अँड सर्व्हिसेसच्या सप्लायवरती बसवला जातो. सप्लाय ऑफ गुड्स मीन्स सेल ऑफ गुड्स अँड सप्लाय ऑफ सर्व्हिसेस मीन्स रेंडरिंग द सर्व्हिसेस. इट इज a nationwide tax seeking to unify several indirect taxes, and it is based on the principle of one nation, one tax. It means before GST there were various types of taxes. We will see that in next clip. But the concept of GST is one nation, one tax. So all types of indirect taxes have merged into GST. Understood? GST Act was passed in the Parliament on 24th March 2017 and it came into existence from 1st July 2017. So GST is very important nowadays, and from this year in our syllabus accounting for GST is also included on a small basis, but they have included the concept of GST here. See here, the various taxes merged into GST is explained here. GST has replaced many indirect taxes levied by central and state government. Central level taxes that have merged into GST are as under. They are excise duty, service tax on various services, and central sales tax. These all central level taxes are merged into GST. Now these are state level taxes that have merged into GST. म्हणजे हे सगळे टॅक्सेस कॅन्सल झालेले आहेत आणि ते GST या एकाच प्रकारामध्ये मर्ज झालेले आहेत. ऑक्ट्रॉय अँड एंट्री टॅक्स, परचेस टॅक्स, एंटरटेनमेंट टॅक्स, वॅट that is value added tax, luxury tax, taxes on lottery, these all are merged and they are merged into GST. Okay, that is goods and service tax. Now GST tax rate structure is given here. Goods and services are divided into 5 slabs for collection of GST. Essential items including food, 0% GST is applied. Then common use items, it includes 5% GST. The slab is 5%. Standard rate of GST is 12%. Maximum goods and all services standard rate is 18%. And luxury items and tobacco is having highest GST, that is 28%, as these goods are not necessary goods. Understood? Here are some important points they are to be kept in mind while solving or while accounting for goods and service tax, that is GST. Usually GST paid on purchase of goods and services, which is called as input GST. It is not a cost for the purchaser, but it is an asset because it can be set off against GST collected, that is output GST. It means GST is paid on purchase of goods and services and it is collected from the customers on sale of goods and services. म्हणजे ज्या वेळेला आपण गुड्स आणि सर्व्हिसेस परचेस करतो त्यावेळेला आपण GST पेड करतो आणि ज्या वेळेला आपण कस्टमरला गुड्स अँड सर्व्हिसेस विकतो त्यावेळेला आपण कस्टमरकडून GST कलेक्ट करतो. सो GST पेड इज टर्म्ड ॲज इनपुट GST अँड GST कलेक्टेड फ्रॉम द कस्टमर is termed as output GST. GST paid is set off against GST collected. Understood? So GST paid on purchase is not a cost for the purchaser, but it is an asset since it can be set off against GST collected on sales, that is output GST. Similarly, GST collected on sales is not an income of the seller, but it is liability because it is payable. Okay. Now next. However, in certain cases, GST paid cannot be set off against GST collected. In such cases, GST paid on purchase of goods and services is a cost for the purchaser. ज्या गुड्स अँड सर्व्हिसेसवरचा GST हा सेट ऑफ करता येत नाही, GST पेडच्या अगेन्स्ट GST कलेक्टेड सेट ऑफ करता येत नाही, अशा वेळेला मात्र पर्चेसरला तो GST ही कॉस्ट पडते. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, आपण हॉटेलमध्ये ज्या वेळेला जातो आणि आपण फूड परचेस करतो त्यावेळेला आपण GST पेड करतो. ती त्या GSTमुळे आपली कॉस्ट वाढते, बरोबर आहे, कारण आपल्याला काही ते नंतर परत वसूल करण्याचा ऑप्शन नसतो. अंडरस्टूड. अँड द रेस्टॉरंट इज टेकिंग GST फ्रॉम अस. इट मीन्स दे आर कलेक्टिंग GST फ्रॉम अस, बट इट इज नॉट देअर इन्कम, but it is their liability because it is payable to the government. Understood? Following list is given where GST paid on purchase of goods and services cannot be set off against GST collected. आपण जर आपल्याशी रिलेट करून बघितलं हे उदाहरण तर आपल्याला हे कळून येतं. फर्स्ट इज फूड अँड बेवरेजेस एक्सपेन्सेस, पेमेंट फॉर हेल्थ इन्शुरन्स, payment of membership fees of a club or health and fitness center, repairs and maintenance of building, purchase of vehicles, free gift to staff, payment for goods and services for personal use, etc. आता समजा आपण एखाद्या जिमची फीस पेड केली तर आपल्याला GST ॲड करून ती फीस घेतात, म्हणजे आपल्याला तो GST ही कॉस्ट पडते, आपला तो खर्च होतो. ओके, कारण तो काय आपण कशाबरोबर सेट ऑफ करणार नाहीत, बिकॉज वी आर परचेसिंग द सर्व्हिस. नाव वेन वी पे GST, दॅट GST विल नॉट बी इन्कम ऑफ दॅट जिम ओनर, बट इट विल बी हिज लायबिलिटी. अंडरस्टूड? नाव नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. GST paid, that is input GST, means GST paid on purchase of goods and services is reversed in the following cases. हा रिव्हर्स केला जातो पुढील केसेसमध्ये, म्हणजे क्रेडिट केला जातो. अदरवाईज इनपुट GST हा ज्या वेळेला परचेस केला जातो त्यावेळेला इनपुट GST अकाउंट डेबिट केला जातो, पण रिव्हर्स केला जातो इन फॉलोइंग केसेस. ऑब्वियसली इन केस ऑफ परचेस रिटर्नच्या बाबतीत GST रिव्हर्स केला जातो. गुड्स टेकन बाय द प्रोप्रायटर, गुड्स लॉस्ट ऑर स्टोलन, गुड्स डिस्ट्रॉयड ऑर बिकम नॉट सेलेबल, goods distributed as free samples, goods given away as gift or charity. Similarly, output GST is reversed, that is debited in case of sales return. ओके, हे लक्षात ठेवायला सोपं आहे. परचेस रिटर्न म्हणजे परचेस केलेले गुड्स आपण रिटर्न केले तर, किंवा परचेस केलेले गुड्स प्रोप्रायटरनी पर्सनल यूजसाठी घेतले तर, चोरीला गेले किंवा लॉस्ट इन ट्रान्झिट असं असेल तर, डिस्ट्रॉयड झाले ड्यू टू फायर एट्सेट्रा, or distributed as free samples or given as charity, then the input GST is reversed, that is credited in these cases. And output GST, which is paid on sale, it means collected on sale, will be debited in case of sales return. Okay, following goods and services are exempted from the levy of GST. Payment of wages and salary, these are the exemptions from GST. On this all topic 1 mark questions are possible, so you have to keep all these points in mind. पुढील गोष्टींवर एक्झम्पशन आहे GSTचं. पेमेंट ऑफ वेजेस अँड सॅलरीज, सप्लाय ऑफ सर्व्हिसेस टू गव्हर्मेंट ऑर टू एम्बसीज ऑफ अदर कंट्रीज, electricity and water bills, no GST, educational services, health services, traveling expenses and interest, etc. are exempted from levy of GST. Okay, now characteristics of goods and services. GST is a comprehensive indirect tax. आपण बघितलंय मगाशी. Second, uniform GST rates. There are uniform rates of GST across all states and union territories. GST paid is not a cost. याचं एक्झाम्पल मी तुम्हाला समजावून सांगितलेलं आहे. जर एखाद्या दुकानदारांनी म्हणजे शॉप ओनरनी गुड्स परचेस केले फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ सेल, then while purchasing goods he will pay GST on those goods, and while selling these goods he will collect that GST amount from his customer. Okay, so it is not cost for him. GST paid is not a cost. GST is a value added tax. Okay, because GST paid is set off against GST collected. For example, see the example. A purchases goods for rupees 1 lakh and sells the same to B for rupees 1,50,000. GST rate is 12%. In such case, see the explanation is given here. GST paid by A on purchase. When A purchases goods, he will pay GST as I have explained earlier, that is 12% on 1,12,000. GST collected by A from B while selling the goods, it will be 12% of 1,50,000. So it will be 18,000. And now GST payable by A to government will be 12% on rupees 50,000. That is difference between GST paid and GST collected, rupees 6,000. Understood? Rupees 12,000 paid at the time of purchase is set off against rupees 18,000 collected at the time of sale, and balance rupees 6,000 is payable to the government by Mr. A. Understood? Further, suppose the above mentioned goods are again sold by B to C for rupees 1,60,000. The amount payable to the government by B will be 12% of rupees 10,000. That is additional charge 10,000 rupees. Okay. In this way, this is the concept of GST used in our country nowadays from 1st July 2017. Now let's study types of GSTs. There are 3 taxes applicable under GST. CGST, that is central tax. SGST means state tax, that is state GST. It is also called as Union Territory GST, that is UTGST. State GST and central GST are levied on intra-state sales, that is within the same state. म्हणजे महाराष्ट्रातलं महाराष्ट्रामध्ये सेल करायचं असेल तर SGST आणि CGST लागतो. फॉर example is given here. See the example. A dealer of Rajasthan sells goods to a dealer, that is a consumer, in Rajasthan worth rupees 50,000. Suppose the GST rate of the goods is 12%. This rate will comprise of CGST 6% and SGST 6%. So the seller has to collect 12% of rupees 50,000, that is rupees 6,000, out of which 3,000 will be CGST, which will go to the central government, and 3,000 will be SGST, which will go to the Rajasthan government. तुमचा अर्थ लक्षात येतोय? पुन्हा एकदा मराठीत समजावून सांगते मी. जर एखाद्या डीलरनी 50,000 रुपयाचे गुड्स सोल्ड केले, GST रेट 12% असेल, तर त्यातला 6% CGST असेल, दॅट इज सेंट्रल GST, आणि 6% SGST असेल. ओके, टोटल 12% of 50,000, that will be 6,000 will be collected from the customer, and out of that half, that is 3,000, will be CGST, which will be given to the central government, and half, that is remaining 3,000, will be SGST, will be given to the Rajasthan government. सो ज्या वेळेला एका स्टेटमध्ये विदिन द सेम स्टेट विच इज कॉल्ड ॲज इंट्रास्टेट सेल्स असतो, त्यावेळेला सेंट्रल GST आणि स्टेट GST असे दोन्ही चार्ज होतात. आता अजून एक कन्सेप्ट आहे. नेक्स्ट कन्सेप्ट इज इंटिग्रेटेड GST विच इज कॉल्ड ॲज IGST. इट इज लेविड ऑन इंटरस्टेट सेल्स, म्हणजे एका स्टेटमधून दुसऱ्या स्टेटमध्ये, दॅट इज सेल ऑफ गुड्स अँड सर्व्हिसेस आउटसाइड द स्टेट. It is also levied on import of goods and services into India and export of goods and services from India. Okay. For example, again one example is given here. A dealer of Rajasthan sells goods to dealer of Madhya Pradesh worth rupees 50,000. The IGST rate is 12%. In such case, the seller will charge 6,000 as IGST, that is 12% of 50,000, and the entire amount will go to the central government. No amount in this tax for state government. Understood? It's very much interesting and it's easy to understand. If there is any doubt, you can ask afterwards. Okay? GST collected under IGST is divided afterwards between central and state governments as per the rates specified by the government. Keep it in the mind. The entire amount by the dealer will go to the central government, but afterwards it will be divided between central and state government as per the rates specified by the government. Understood? So we have to keep it in mind. म्हणजे हा जो GST आहे IGST तो डायरेक्टली सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंटकडे जातो, पण नंतर त्यातला काही भाग स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंटला सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंटकडनं मिळतो ॲज पर द रेट्स स्पेसिफाईड. अंडरस्टूड? सी हिअर, GST collected by IGST is divided between central and state government as per the rates specified by the government. खाली एक नोट दिलेली आहे बघा. GST रेट 12% असेल तर CGST आणि HGST हा 6% असतो असं बघितलं. तसंच GST रेट 18% असेल तर CGST 9% आणि HGST 9% असणार आहे असं सांगितलेलं आहे. आणि इन दिस केस IGST विल बी 18% अँड सो ऑन. म्हणजे जे काही पर्सेंटेज असेल ते HGST आणि CGST असेल तर ते हाफ हाफ होईल, आणि IGST असेल तर ते पूर्ण पर्सेंटेज घेतलं जाईल आणि तो टॅक्स सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंटकडे जाईल. अँड देन आफ्टरवर्ड इट विल बी डिवायडेड बिटवीन सेंट्रल अँड स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट. अंडरस्टूड? नाव we have discussed the reverse charge already while discussing the important notes. We have discussed that GST paid, that is input GST, at the time of purchase is reversed in the following cases. Reverse charge, the meaning of reverse charge is explained here. See what is the meaning of reverse charge. Certain purchases of goods and services are placed under reverse charge. Reverse charge means the GST is not charged by the seller but is paid by the purchaser to the government and claim it as input GST. Okay? Goods and services placed under reverse charges are purchase of goods and services by registered dealer from a registered person, payment fees to lawyer, use of copyright, transport of goods, insurance commission, etc. In this case, GST is not charged by the seller but it is paid by the purchaser to the government directly and claim it as input GST. Understood? Now let's see the accounting procedure. These are the pro forma accounting entries, journal entries. Journal entries कशा पास केल्या जातात त्याच्या pro forma journal entries मी देते. त्याचा व्यवस्थित स्टडी करा आणि ह्या सगळ्या नोट्स ज्या आहेत त्या तुमच्या नोटबुकमध्ये काढणं गरजेचं आहे. अकाउंटिंग प्रोसिजर इन केस ऑफ इंट्रास्टेट सप्लाय ऑफ गुड्स अँड सर्व्हिसेस. इंट्रास्टेट म्हणजे विदिन द सेम स्टेट. फॉर परचेस ऑफ गुड्स, आता बघा या प्रत्येक वेळेला जर्नल एंट्री कशी होईल याच्या बऱ्याच जर्नल एंट्रीज आपल्याला स्टडी करायला लागणार आहेत, जवळजवळ 10-12. In case of intrastate supply of goods and services, that is sales within the same country, same state. For purchase of goods, see the entry. Purchases account debit, the amount of purchase. Input CGST account debit, amount of input CGST. Input SGST account debit to bank account in case of if we have purchased goods for cash, means by paying the amount by check. म्हणजे कॅश ट्रान्झॅक्शन असेल तर टू बँक अकाउंट असं होईल, आणि जर क्रेडिट ट्रान्झॅक्शन असेल तर टू क्रेडिटर्स अकाउंट असं होईल. अंडरस्टूड? वेन वी परचेस्ड goods on credit, we used to pass purchases account debit to creditors account. If CGST or SGST is mentioned in the transaction, then the entry will be purchases account debit, input CGST account debit, input SGST account debit to creditor account. That is the name of the supplier. And in case of cash transaction, to bank account. Okay. Now for sale of goods, bank account or debtors account debit, because we are receiving from debtors, so debtors account may be debited or bank account may be debited. In case of sale of goods, if there is credit sale, debtors account is debited. In case of cash transaction, bank account will be debited. Bank or debtors account debit to sales account, to output CGST account, to output SGST account, goods sold. For purchase return, if we have purchased goods and we have returned it, then the entry will be creditors account debit to purchase return account, to input CGST account, to input SGST account. Here the explanation is given. In case of purchase return, input CGST account and input SGST account are credited because at the time of purchase they were debited. For sales return, in the entry of sale, see the entry of sale, output CGST and SGST accounts are credited here. So for sales return, they will be debited. Sales return account debit, output CGST account debit, output SGST account debit to debtors account. It is the entry of sales return. Explanation is given. In case of sales return, output CGST and output SGST accounts are debited because at the time of sale they were credited. Okay. Now for purchase of fixed assets, for example purchase of vehicle, etc. Vehicle is a fixed asset. So for purchase of fixed assets account debit, input CGST account debit, input SGST account debit to bank account. For expenses account debit, input CGST account debit, input SGST account debit to bank account. Expenses incurred. Now for income, for example if commission received is there, bank account debit to commission account, to output CGST account, to output SGST account. Income received. Then for goods withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use, if the owner withdraws goods for personal use which were purchased earlier, okay, then the entry will be drawings account, obviously debited, to purchases account, to input CGST account, to input SGST account. See, at the time of purchase of goods we have debited purchases account, input CGST account, input SGST account, etc. Now in case of drawings account will be debited and these three accounts will be credited. Okay. This is similar in case of if goods given as free samples or goods lost by fire or goods stolen, etc. ओके. जर समजा गुड्स फ्री सॅम्पल्स म्हणून वाटले म्हणजे ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट, फायरमुळे जळाले किंवा चोरीला गेले, देन द एंट्री विल बी ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट अकाउंट डेबिट जर फ्री सॅम्पलनी वाटले असतील तर. इफ दे आर लॉस्ट बाय फायर अकाउंट डेबिट. इफ goods are stolen, then loss by theft account will be debited, and again purchases account will be credited, input CGST account will be credited and input SGST account will be credited. हे सगळं एकदम डेबिट होणार नाही आहे. जर फ्री सॅम्पल्स असेल तर फक्त ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू पर्चेसेस टू इनपुट CGST टू इनपुट SGST अशी एंट्री होईल. इफ देर इज लॉस बाय फायर, देन लॉस बाय फायर अकाउंट डेबिट टू पर्चेसेस अकाउंट टू इनपुट CGST अकाउंट टू इनपुट SGST अकाउंट अशी एंट्री होईल. हे लक्षात घ्या सगळ्यांनी. ओके. इट्स इंटरेस्टिंग अँड रिलेटेड टू करंट अफेअर्स, सो यू हॅव टू स्टडी इट प्रॉपरली. For setting of input CGST against output CGST. In this entry, this is the entry of set of entry. Output CGST account debit to input CGST account. Input CGST set off against output CGST. मगाशी आपण बघितले की इनपुट CGST हा आउटपुट CGST बरोबर सेट ऑफ होतो. एक्स्ट्राचे जे पैसे असतात, मगाच्या एक्झाम्पलमध्ये आपण बघितलं की 12,000 ॲट द टाईम ऑफ परचेस पेड केला आहे, 18,000 कलेक्ट केला आहे, देन 12,000 is set off against 18,000 and difference, that is rupees 6,000, will be paid to the government. Okay, so this is the entry of set off. For setting of input SGST against output SGST, output SGST account debit to input SGST account. Okay, output SGST will set off against output SGST. Sorry, input SGST account will be set off against output SGST. Okay, and input CGST will be set off against output CGST. Now for payment of GST. For payment of GST, this entry will be passed. Output CGST account debit, output SGST account debit to bank account. Balance amount of output GST deposited with the government. CGST आणि SGST डिफरन्स. मगाशी मी सांगितलं ना, म्हणजे आत्ताच आपण एक्झाम्पल जे बघितलं की 6,000 रुपये गव्हर्नमेंटला भरायचे आहेत, बरोबर आहे, वरचे. त्यामुळे त्याची एंट्री अशी होईल. तो आउटपुट CGST असेल तर आउटपुट CGST अकाउंट डेबिट, SGST असेल तर आउटपुट SGST अकाउंट डेबिट टू बँक अकाउंट. द बॅलन्स अमाउंट ऑफ आउटपुट GST deposited with the government. Understood? So in this way we have completed the concept of GST, that is accounting concept for GST, that is goods and service tax. Now in the problem we have to pass the entries for goods and service tax also, that is GST also. That's all.